Hello, book lovers. I'm Kiki, and welcome back to my little corner on the internet. It's lovely to have you here. So, this is episode 2 of my TBR Takedown Chronicles, and the plan is to read about 5 to 7 mangas, manhwas, light novels, comics, whatever I have from my physical TBR this week. And in all honesty, it is Thursday. I started editing this video today and had to realize that the clips that I had filmed for the first 2-3 days had absolutely atrocious audio. So I'm refilming this so you can actually understand me. I have in fact already read a couple of mangas, manhwas, graphic novels, but that was the plan for this week, and I have been able to do it. I haven't read anything today yet. So, Monday, I started off strong by finishing or reading Lore Olympus Volume 3. Love these so much. They bring me so much joy, and yeah, it's just the art is starting to develop. We're getting a little bit further into the storyline. I think I am now about halfway through like the physical copies. Well, not quite, but almost, because I think there's 8. So I'm almost halfway through the physical copies, which is amazing. And I give this 4.5 stars. I just enjoy myself so much when reading these. Honestly, highly recommend if you like graphic novels and Greek mythology. Cannot say this enough. So, yay. Then on Tuesday, I read the Heartstopper Yearbook by Alice Oseman. Was a 5-star. I don't know why it took me over a year to read this. I mean, technically I know I wanted to read this with my Alice Oseman reread, or my Heartstopper reread, but I didn't know when I would be doing that. But yes, 5 stars. This was so cute. It had some extra comics in there that I think we haven't seen. It has a little bit of information on some of the characters. Where is it? My goodness, there we go. It's so cute. It's so lovely. And it's she also talks about how her art has developed throughout the years and where Heartstopper started and where this whole universe sort of started, and that was absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it if you are a Heartstopper fan or an Alice Oseman fan, or just, yeah, if you want a cute little comic, because there's really just, it's so quick to read. Loved it. Then last night, I was half asleep when I read The Demon in the Wood by Leigh Bardugo. And I don't know if my enjoyment of this was just like lowered by the fact that I haven't read Lee Bardugo in a hot minute. So it's been a while since I've been in this world, and I feel like I've read this before, but I think I got it from Libby and I read it on my phone and I loved it. And then I got the physical copy and put it as physical TBR, and now I gave it 3.5 stars, and I was surprised by that because when I was in the world, I very much liked the Darkling for what he is as a character. I was surprised to not love this that much with some distance. So, yeah, I feel like I also need to reread the Grishaverse. So, I need to reread a lot of books, I'm coming to realize, which is going to be a problem because I'm trying to get my physical TBR down, which generally makes rereading difficult. But yeah, those were the three that I have read in the past 3 days. It is Thursday, so technically I'm supposed to read book 4 today, or like comic 4. And the plan was to read Lore Olympus Volume 4. However, it will take me probably an hour and a half-ish to read this, because this is a bit thicker. It's a bit bigger than the last ones, and the last ones took me about an hour. But yeah, I don't know if I have the capability to read that today, so I am thinking, but I might just continue in Ascendance of a Bookworm for a little while because that's a light novel, and I feel like that is manga adjacent. Hello. So it is Friday and it is like 7:15 in the evening already, and I'm exhausted. So I was planning again on trying to continue with some of my graphic novels or manhwas, but I'm just too tired. For tonight, I am going to continue again with Ascendance of a Bookworm, Part 2, Volume 1. Just again, like a couple of chapters, so I make progress in this because I do need to finish this. I've been reading it for a while now, and this is gonna mess up my statistics. This is one of those books that I need to like sit down once for like 30 minutes and just read for however long I can, like however far I make it in those 30 minutes, and then decide to pick it up again the next day. I don't know why that is. It just is that way. So we're not going to question it too much, but I'm going to read this for a little while, maybe 2-3 chapters, depending on how long the chapters are. I'll see how far I'll make it in this. And then hopefully tomorrow will be a better reading day because today I have not read yet, unfortunately. Okay. One thing to say about these is that they're adorable. I just, gotta love it. So it is Saturday. I am still reading this. This, again, I'm going to be reading for a while, but maybe I can make some more progress in it today. But before I even pick this up, I want to read Lore Olympus Volume 4 because this has been on the TBR for this video since the first day. And yeah, we're getting a little bit more into the nitty-gritty of the story, and I want to continue. And I just found this panel and I'm loving it. I've forgotten some of these things and I'm loving it. Like rediscovering it. Definitely going to start with Lore Olympus Volume 4 right now because I've been wanting to read this. And then, honestly, after this, I don't have the physical copies. So The question is whether I should break my book buying ban to get the remaining 4 volumes, or whether I should not do it. We will see. Right now, the plan is to have the book buying ban going until my birthday, which is March 1st. I'm currently very annoyed, which has absolutely nothing to do with the actual story. It has to do with one of the characters. And the character is freaking Apollo. There's Zeus, right? Apollo almost annoys me more than Zeus right now. And that is difficult to do because we all know Zeus is, yeah, a little questionable. But, oh my god, I am annoyed. Especially because Zeus does not want to listen when it comes to his son as well. Okay, I'm gonna continue reading this because there's a scene that's gonna come up in a little while that I enjoy reading very much. But the next 2 chapters are going, or chapter and a half, are going to be a pain. Okay, so I just finished Allure Olympus, and I think I'm going to continue to give these 4.5 stars because that seems like a very good rating to me. I think if I had read them for the first time as these editions and not as a webtoon, these would just be 5 stars. But having read the complete story before and having it be in a way where I was waiting for Sunday to come so I could read the next episode was just such a fun experience. So, as much as I love Lore Olympus still, it just doesn't give me that 5-star feeling reading these physically just because of the amazing experience I had reading it the first time on Webtoon and just absolutely devouring it. But yeah, 4.5 stars. I love these. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I read like 40, 50 pages or something, and I can't continue. If I have if I only have the energy to read about 40, 50 pages every single day, it's gonna take me like at least like probably another week until I finish this, but I want to enjoy this. And I currently can't enjoy it if I read more than those 40 or 50 pages. So this is gonna be it. I can't. I'm enjoying myself. I do love these stories. And I'm now a little over halfway, or about halfway done. I think a little over halfway. And I am going to continue with this probably tomorrow and the next few days to just, actually get this read. But I also have so many books I want to be currently reading. So that's probably also part of it. Like, I know that this is taking me a really long time because I don't know why. It just is. And in my brain, it's probably like, oh my God, I probably could have finished like a book in all of this time. And that's annoying me. So I am going to set it aside for now and just decide to read a different book and continue with Ascendance once I have gotten some of the other books of my TBR. Okay, let's wrap this up. I'm not gonna do this in the order of when I read them, just because I don't want to. So I read Demon in the Wood, which is part of the Grishaverse by Leigh Bardugo and Danny Pendergast, who is the illustrator. And art-wise, I loved it. And the storyline was nice. It was nice to learn more about the Darkling's background, because that's something that we don't really get in the Shadow and Bone trilogy or the Six of Crows duology. I haven't read the King of Scars duology yet, so I don't know. But given that that is set after, I don't necessarily think that we would get much of the Darkling in there. But like I said before, I'm pretty sure I've read this before and I loved it. But having had some distance from the Grishaverse, my enjoyment of it was just like sort of meh, so I gave it 3.5 stars. Again, I think the art was really nice and I think it fit the story really well. Book number 1 off of my physical TBR for this video. Then I read the Heartstopper yearbook by Alice Oseman, which I gave 5 stars. Alice Oseman is probably one of my favorite authors. I also love that she is able to both write and draw, and I think that is such an incredible talent to have, like, both of those. It's just, I wish I could, right? But this was such a nice compilation of little things that just bring you so much closer to these characters. It's just, I hadn't read any of Alice Oseman's stuff for a while, and this just brought me right back into the story, connected me to the characters, and I'm gonna rewatch Heartstopper and watch the stuff that I haven't seen yet, and then I think at some point next year, because I do not have that much time left this year, I will do an Alice Oseman reread and just read everything from Solitaire through Loveless and Heartstopper and just read all of it again, because this is so wonderful. I love this work so much. Number 2. So, and then I read volumes 3 and 4 of Lore Olympus, and I gave both of these 4.5 stars. I love this story. I have mentioned before, I am a big fan of Greek mythology retellings, and this is just another way to do so. I think I may have broken the book a little bit. Oops. That was not the point. Oh well. It's a bit bent at the back, but that's okay. I can flatten it out again. But Hades and Persephone's story is such an interesting thing to talk about, I think. So I love these retellings. It's like any type of retelling, really. The art in this is also just absolutely incredible, and you can see it like get even better. And that is something that I absolutely love. So those are the 4 that I finished the past like 5-6 days. But I also made progress in Ascendance of a Bookworm, I'll Do Anything to Pick Up a Librarian Part 2, Volume 1. And I think I actually got about 100 pages done in this, which is incredible. And I'm predicting this to be somewhere around a 4-star, might be 3.75, might be 4.25. All depends on how well I will be able to rate this, because sometimes my enjoyment of books isn't just necessarily based on the story, but how well I can sit down to binge a book, which is not necessarily the way I want to rate, but the way my enjoyment just comes about. So I know I love this story. It is adorable, with mine being reincarnated and just doing anything and everything to be able to read books. It's just like, same girl, same. So I love these, and I cannot wait to actually finish it and then continue, because I do still have 4 more on my physical TBR. And then after that, I will have to continue buying them because there are so many volumes. But yes, that is what I read the past few days, and I'm really happy with it because I managed to read like 4.5 books. So yeah, thank you for watching episode 2 of my TBR Takedown Chronicles, and I'm actually so proud because I have made a serious dent in my like manga, manhwa, graphic novel, light novel shelf, that I don't have that many left, which is oh, I just realized 3 are lying on the sofa. But I've made a dent, and that is amazing, and I have been like putting them off for so long, which makes absolutely zero sense because I just love reading these, but it is what it is. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and maybe subscribing. I will continue doing these TBR Chronicles, as well as some reading challenges and some fun little videos coming up. So yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!